Okay, we think we fixed the audio issue.
We'll see.
My audio issue. It wasn't overall.
We'll see. Well, once we get to a cutscene, we'll find out if we fixed it totally. You could
can
at least
critical
hear the
now.
critical bleeping now, so we've got that. Let's see. Alrighty. So yeah, if you don't recall, because it's been a little while, we did see a guy in black earlier on in this stage. We bumped into he like ran right past us, and we thought we were gonna fight him, but he just said run away, and he was a big coward and ran past us, right?
Yeah.
That was aerial drive where Sora just went crazy in the air like that.
Okay.
That was it. Where he like was all spinning around and the effects were going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That was that. Not the effect. I guess one effect, not
There's
effects
a chest
plural.
over there.
Yep. This area is interesting. It gets almost maze-like for a few seconds in a minute here, which is yeah, almost. It's about as close as Kingdom Hearts 2 ever gets to having confusing direction and not being clear where you're supposed to go. If I recall correctly, these guys were purple and vanilla, and the green is a recolor, but I could be incorrect on that one. So I think the single ones are homing, and the 3 shots are like come out fast with the straight shots.
Okay.
If I recall correctly. There you go, you're handling it this time.
A little bit better.
Easy peasy. Ooh, experience boost, get that on right away.
All right.
I believe that's only when you're in critical, but
no.
It's still worth it, because what if you kill somebody while you're in critical? That's actually the best way to grind in this game is to, increases it by 100% when you are at half health or less. Oh, not even have to be in critical, just half health. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Freaking great stuff.
That's not bad.
That's the best way to level up in this game is to get hurt a bunch and then just go kill, not necessarily low-level mobs, but, oh, hold on, there's stuff over there behind you, too. There's multiple items on the ground. We are gonna be... I don't know if we're gonna. No, I guess if this is a 100%.
Those little things, they drop MP.
They drop. Yeah, they drop MP.
Come on.
If we're doing 100% completion, you know, get all the trophies run, then we are gonna synth everything. So not that I can't grind for it later, but it's good to get plenty now.
Right. Okay. You're just getting a little boost.
Yeah, not much, but it speeds it up slightly. You wanna get that chest? Since we were bothering with all those drops, we never got it. I think you can just jump up to it over there. Or did you already get it on the left?
Which chest? That one?
You already got it. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's all good.
I underestimated you.
No enemy spawned
I
when
underestimated
got there.
you, junior hero.
Is that all this room was?
Yeah, well, there's more room in a second. I just meant like this style of area when I was saying maze. Like, man, this underworld curse is really getting to me. We've got to get that Olympus stone back fast. Uh-huh.
Okay.
This game. That's
it.
It's
all
got
right.
it's you know how like I don't know Japanese games love to just kill their forward momentum to tell you things you don't need to know. Like we went one room in.
No.
Wait 20 minutes, then remind me. Whatever, doesn't matter. Especially because if you don't use drive forms, the curse doesn't even affect you.
Yeah, you'd think it'd give you like a flat damage, like.
Maybe it does, but I
cut.
don't. Maybe it does, but I don't know. It's not clear enough. Maybe it does give you a flat damage reduction, and I don't know anything, or a flat defense reduction. Who knows? I'm sure somebody knows, and now this is me revealing that I didn't do enough research for this research run. But you see what I mean? Look, there's 2 directions to go. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna have to pick one.
This is getting pretty complicated pretty fast. Whoops.
Oops. That did not do that much damage, actually.
No, they don't do much. I think that's your right is progress. We probably want to go left first. If I recall correctly. We can always go back and try again later if I'm wrong.
Oh no, not one of those big guys, please.
Ah, it's fine.
No, it's only fine until he hits me.
It's only fine
Oh
until
no,
he
I didn't
hits
see
me.
that.
Wow,
Ooh.
those do like a quarter of your health.
What?
Somebody come quick. He's in critical.
I see that.
That's
Donald,
just
you know
his
what to
line
do.
for going into critical. No, he just healed you.
Oh?
When you healed, he went Sora and cast a cure on you. So he's out of MP. He can't do anything to help Goofy at the moment. Goofy's on his own, so to speak. Oh no. Get him. Get done. There you go.
Alright.
Fantastic stuff. Nailed it.
You
See?
alright?
Video games are easy. Video games are easy, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm clenched right now, like I'm fearful.
No, you're fine. Yes, there are actually chests and alternate ways to go in this room. It's crazy. It's a real change of pace for this game.
Oh, come on, don't run away.
Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you. I should mention that I got that puzzle piece off screen a second ago.
Oh, yeah.
When we were fixing the audio issues in that last room, there was the puzzle piece kind of floating up above the mist. I grabbed it just on accident when I was jumping forward to fight enemies to test if we'd fixed the audio issues. Oh boy. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
So this was just a circle.
Yes.
Already go in this room?
That's where you started out. But there is another doorway over to your left, I think. And there's a chest there you didn't open.
Okay.
You can actually open chests in combat this time around, which you couldn't do in the first game. I'm pretty sure that when you do it, you get momentary iframes. But of course, when you activate it or when you're coming out of it, you can get hit. This is the first room you were in. You're just on the other side.
Cool. No. AP boost.
Just leave it for now.
Yeah.
Because like if we weren't playing in critical where we get the automatic 50 AP, we would put all that into Sora immediately. And honestly, we will wind up putting all that in. I remember like, not midway through this game, midway through the total hours that I put into this game when I was doing the research run, which was more like almost at the end of the game. I gave all of them to Sora. At one point, it had actually said, "You've maxed out Sora's AP. He can't do anymore. Please stop using so many steroids." And then at that point, I started giving them to Donald and Goofy. But I think before that, I gave Donald and Goofy 1 or 2, just because like I want them to have this ability now, sort of stuff. But so we probably won't start. We'll probably start juicing Sora once it gets to the point where he is actually getting enough abilities that we can't equip everything that we want. But that won't be for a while. That won't be for a little while. Oh man, in a black cloak. Spooky. Dude, did you just... Well, hold on. Did you see that?
What?
You just platformed in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Joey. You can always, like, you remember that this game is very generous on the continues. You just start in the room, in, like, the last room.
Yeah.
And since this is the room where the fight is, you only have to go through the last area to fight him again. Whoa, it just locked up there for a second, loading. Like I had to load in the other model.
Excuse me? Roxas? Oh, it's no use. Huh? What are you talking about? Let's see here. If the subject fails to respond, use aggression to liberate his true disposition. Right. Did they ever pick the wrong guy for this one? You're bizarre. Oh! He's gotta be the thief! Now that's just plain rude.
What?
His weapon...
Oh, I like this guy.
His weapon is a sitar. Defeat 100 forms in 80 seconds.
Whoa!
So you actually don't fight him in this fight. You're just fighting these form guys, and basically you want to get it.
Water.
His element is water, and you want to just use this RC, this reaction command, because you can get a bunch from an AOE stuff. Hit him enough to activate that RC and then take him out. This one isn't too difficult. You've probably got enough time to beat it.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, you might like you know, if you botch this once, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you suck, because this is not the easiest thing in the world to do at a quick pace, but it's not that bad. You should be able to do it. Like right now, if you kill at a pace of 1 a second, you're fine, which you're doing, so you're gonna be okay.
Okay, can you control it once you're action commanding them?
No. I think if you keep hitting it, he does more, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, yeah, this isn't that bad.
Yeah. And there we go.
Not bad, Roxas.
Oh, nice. MP Rage.
Yeah, so like certain event fights, certain scripted fights in the game just to give you bonuses even if you don't level up.
Okay.
In fact, I don't think bosses give you experience. I think they just give you bonuses.
Come back to us. Guy's a broken record.
Really like that delivery of Guy's a Broken Record. Haley Joel Osment does some really good voice, does some solid work in this game. Mm-hmm. Guy's a Broken Record. Curse is broken. Now we can do whatever the heck we want.
Let's go. Meg needs our help.
So now we're actually gonna get a little final mix scene. Do you remember last time when we were over near where Hades was and there was that weird floating thing? It was called an absent silhouette?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So, and it was like, they introduced that and then immediately said ignore it. So now they're gonna explain what that is mechanically.
No way.
It's weird. Yeah. Huh? So for whatever reason, this guy
He's
comes
back.
back just to explain a mechanic to us, which makes no sense. Not you again. Aw, don't be like that, especially when I'm here to tell you about something even better than the Olympus Stone. Absent silhouettes, shadowy presences of those who are slain. Absent silhouette, like the title of that book. Exactly, though they come in all different shapes and sizes. The item belongs to its owner, who is now nothing more than a shadowy presence. But you can still fight them, of course. And as you do, it'll slowly reawaken the real you. What are you talking about? You're the hero. You figure it out.
I don't think they should have added that scene.
Isn't it weird? What is that anyway? Absence. You'll have to save it up for later. First, we have to rescue Meg. Like, what weird pacing? They introduce it, say ignore it, then explain it, and say ignore it again. Now, we will go back and investigate that later. First, we gotta read this Ansem report. Let's not forget this time.
First, let's equip that on Donald.
Yeah, good point, good point. MP Rage is just, I'm pretty sure that that's just, he takes, like, when he takes damage, he regains MP. Oh, hold on. Or MP relative to the amount of damage taken. Let's just equip, like, fire for now.
Unequip it?
Let's just unequip fire, and then we equip MP. Like, that's better for right now, anyway.
Okay.
Thunder is ranged, Cure is good. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right.
Oops.
Let's see what Ansem has to tell us. Secret Ansem.
Where is it?
It's you have to go to collection R1 and Ansem reports. Reminded of achievement. So the achievement hunters, when so before heists came out in Grand Theft Auto 5, because you remember they took like a year to come out.
Yeah.
They just made up their own heists.
Oh.
Basically, needlessly elaborate, like robbing a convenience store type stuff with 6 guys and nonsense plans that never worked.
Right.
They always tried to run by code names, and they could never remember each other's code names. So in one of them, they just all went by your secret Jeff, your secret Ryan, your secret Gavin. So this is Secret Ansem. Okay, in this realm, where all existence has been disintegrated, I have just barely managed to preserve my sense of self by continuing to think and to write. This is a place where even time has lost all meaning. Eternity is as but a moment here. So he's in Narnia.
Okay.
I must make haste. Certainly their plans are already underway. The Heartless must be the key to unraveling this mystery. The 6 traitors were operating a laboratory that churned out those cursed shadows. Not only did they generate pure blood Heartless from living hearts, but they used those Heartless to synthesize artificial versions of the creatures as well. These synthetic Heartless bore insignias that were called emblems. Pure blood or emblem. These Heartless act only to fulfill their instinctive needs. They single-mindedly detect hearts and swarm around them. A human's commands would be ineffective. The Heartless would easily steal a human's heart and use it to increase their own ranks. But what if an even stronger Heartless was giving the orders? If he cast aside his own soul and body to become a Heartless, wouldn't he... I'm not reading this correctly. If he cast aside his own soul and body to become a Heartless, wouldn't he be able to control the otherwise intractable Heartless? Furthermore, wouldn't he be planning to make use of the creature's instincts? If the heart-seeking Heartless have their sights set on a larger, more powerful heart, their ultimate goal is crystal clear. The largest heart in existence, the heart of the world. This is all conjecture, but it would seem he is utilizing the Heartless in his search for a path leading to the heart of the world. Talking about with the other Ansem, he, the one who wrote the other reports, who was the villain in the previous game, who sought out Kingdom Hearts, or whatever the heck is going on. Who knows? Now, I will say something, maybe I talk about this later. I'm not going to skim my entire notes to see if I bring this up. So, the whole relationship between Emblem and pure-blooded Heartless is bizarre and doesn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah.
Like if you'll recall, in KH1, in Traverse Town, one of the first things we see there is a guy collapses and turns into a Heartless, right?
Yeah.
And one of the soldier Heartlesses appear, which is an Emblem Heartless. And the journal entries in the first game, the way that they're written, imply that all the people that Ansem operated on turned into Emblem Heartless.
Right.
In this, they're going to argue that that Emblem Heartless were manufactured. We'll find out a little bit more about that later. It's not that, like, it's really not that important for right now. It's not a big deal. I think it was probably done because they realized that, like, there were lore issues with, like, they keep making new types of Emblem Heartless, but Ansem's no longer doing experiments.
Right.
I don't know. It's a whole bunch of stuff that really isn't that important, but that's just something that was brought up there, and I forget if I ever have cause to talk about it again, so we can continue.
Alrighty.
Man, those scenes with
Lots
that guy
of question
are weird.
marks.
Lots of question marks all the time. Lots of question marks. Question marks on why did they include that scene where the guy came back and explained absent silhouettes. Many question marks.
Hey, alright. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Well, let's save first.
Yeah, the, whatchamacall, they were talking earlier about, they're gonna trick us into, huh?
Override or not?
Sure, why not? Let's go ahead. They were talking earlier about how they want to open up the dark, whatever, dome.
Sure.
Dark. It's called the Underdome, I think. I kept trying to call it the Thunderdome, and I knew that wasn't right. But
it's better, honestly.
yeah, it's the underground Coliseum where they're gonna really get Hercules dealt with real good, but Zeus locked it. So we're about to get tricked. We're gonna get tricked. Dang it! Check it out. We're gonna get a map of this circular room.
Whoa!
Shabams! There's your map, ladies and gentlemen.
Man. Could it be a puzzle piece?
I like the kind of the infinite black inky void out beyond there though. That's very in keeping with the look of this place.
Yes, absolutely. This tube of ooze.
No, as much as I talk down on like, don't open it yet. Talk to Donald and Goofy. As much as I talk down on like,
wait, what does that say? Go to the rescue. That's great.
As much as I am down on the level design in terms of the layout, the art design in this game is on point. I'm not going to complain about that too much. I don't know, not all the time, but most of the time it looks pretty good. I can feel my strength coming back like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Ho ho. Whatever.
Alrighty, let's go to the rescue.
Sometimes I'm gonna complain about the art design in this game. Sometimes I feel like the stuff in the first game was a little bit better, but stuff like this looks pretty solid.
But this is the best game.
Yeah, this is the best game ever made.
Yep.
Best Kingdom Hearts game, best game ever made. That was odd. There's some compression around that effect. I wonder if this is... No, this scene isn't pre-rendered. There are some scenes in this game that are clearly like not running in engine. They're not using the fancy CG effects, but just because they're doing stuff that PS2 couldn't handle, they're pre-rendered. This doesn't have the same blur around it that it does. Just something about that effect set me off for a second, but I guess I was wrong. No, Donald, that's a hole. Mag!
It doesn't look as evil now.
Huh?
So it doesn't look as evil now.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, is it a hole or is it...
Talk to them first, never mind.
Well, too late for that.
It's okay. Just generally make a policy of talking to all the NPCs.
Yeah, my bad.
Just because my OCD can't handle it when people don't do that in games. Oh, they pose like a show in anime.
Nah, that's what I call a key. Gee, thanks for your help. Now have a nice day.
The funny thing is that this is not the Underground Coliseum, and the Underground Coliseum is like on the other side of the map, but this was the lock for it. Huh. Whatever, who cares?
Fight in the underworld? Oh, boo-hoo-hoo!
Better think again.
Charge!
Yeah, you do your worst, Pete.
Don't tell him that. I'm streaming right now. We're live.
We can edit out anything that we want, Joey. I have that power. I'm pretty good at this editing thing now. I'm not great, but I'm decent. I don't know, man. There's probably a reaction command associated with it for whatever reason. I think there's reaction commands around. Like I think there's reaction commands to block attacks coming at Meg. Because if you'll notice, she has a health bar up in the left corner.
I see that.
Yeah, worry about Pete primarily. I think is probably a good bet. We could have set Donald and Goofy to be different AI and attack people that you aren't attacking, and then they would have taken care of other targets. Pete's invincible. Uh-oh.
Nope.
Watch out for that.
Nope.
You can knock those back at him and they'll do damage.
Oh, good stuff.
Wow, it was just hanging around her. It didn't even want to hurt her. Oh, he's throwing other explosives at you.
Are those explosives?
Those are explosives, yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was a reaction command.
Oh, actually, hold on. If you are so inclined, how much health does he have left? Never mind, forget it. I was gonna say, so remember how I was talking about all like the negative effects of doing forms and whatnot?
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, any fight that involves Pete does not increase the counter, or at least it doesn't have a chance of sending you into the punishment of incurring the penalty. So, we're gonna be back here in a second to fight him again. When we come back in, after you deal with the Heartless,
go into
drive form, and because Pete's got, he's a boss, he's got health, we can get some experience. Check it out. Hercules is here to help.
Get Meg out of here.
You'd think he'd have more than those bats.
What about
Nah.
you?
I'm gonna show these guys what happens when they mess with a true hero.
He knows you had a really hard time earlier in this level, so he decided to go easy on you.
Okay.
He'll come back with a vengeance in the later game.
How nice of him.
Right? Pete's such a nice guy. Pete, historically known for being a nice guy. That's his defining characteristic, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Since he was first introduced, really.
Yeah. Since he was first introduced, I was like, man, Pete, that's a guy I aspire to be like.
Sora, I won't leave him.
You'll be okay.
Look, even Herc has his limits. He can't keep winning forever.
And he doesn't have the stone
We'll go
thingy.
back him up.
All right.
This game actively wants to destroy its own pacing. We left, and then we didn't get to access a menu or save or anything. Now we're just going back into the fight again.
Wait, really?
Yes. If Meg had just
Oh, jeez.
left and the fight had continued, there would have been no difference, and we wouldn't have destroyed our own. I guess we wouldn't have gotten to see Hercules hurt, but who cares? He's gonna be fine in the fight in 2
All right,
seconds.
do I just use a D-pad to go down to the drive forms?
Yeah,
Whatever?
but wait until clear out. I guess if you want, clear out some Heartless first, because it is it drains. It's on a timer, and we want to put as many hits into Pete as we can.
Okay.
We gotta min-max our leveling here. There's a certain point in this game in which it's not going to matter, but for now, in the early game, leveling them up, I want to be strategic about the drive forms.
Before the cave collapses.
Yeah, who cares? There's a time limit. Who doesn't matter.
I'm doing that because, whoa.
That's fine. You do whatever you like. Yeah, do keep in mind you can't use magic when you're in Valor form, though you will be able to use items if you want to heal.
Okay.
And Donald's in the party, so. See, Herc isn't actually a part of your party, he's just hanging out with you.
Okay.
So he has a couple of reaction commands that you can do to do damage or to defend yourself. Oh, I forgot, yeah, hold on, I'll remind it. Uh-oh.
Oh, come on.
Hit the button. Hit the reaction command, now it's gone. Okay, fine, you got it. So keep in mind that whenever you go into that, the game has to load.
Yeah.
So pause whenever you go into it, you can buffer the load time and it'll come back out of it faster. I know it's been a while since we discussed these things, so. There we go, got some hits in. Got some hits in, that was good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so like when you go, you were too far away from him for it to matter anyway. Oh, he's doing a King Boomy.
He was trying.
When he holds the rock over Aang's head, he's gonna crush him. No, when you go into a drive form with that initial explosion, it has the potential to knock enemies into the air. But the load times on PS3 are so long that enemies can recover and you can lose the benefit that comes with that.
Okay.
Especially in boss fights, you can do that and then just get immediately wiped if you let it load naturally. So whenever you go into a drive form, immediately
Right,
hit pause.
I remember you telling me about like the buffering.
But it's been a long time,
and stuff.
so no worries. It was just reminding you.
Okay. At least it was an easy fight.
I guess it should also be noted.
Possibly get any better. This time, Wonder Breath is going down for good.
It should also be noted, since I just mentioned PS3 load times. I'm sure that by the time that this series comes out, in the first episode I was talking about why we're doing PlayStation 3, because PS4 is busted, people are going to be furious with me, because they have patched the PS4 version severely.
Oh, really?
And they fixed a lot of the problems with it. So now it probably is one of the best. It probably is one of the best versions of this game, if not the best. But, oh well. Like, I refuse to buy 3 copies of the same game. That's over the line for me.
What?
Well, if it isn't my favorite hero, Washout. Oh no, hold on, this isn't Phil, is it? Really blew it this time? Who is? Oh no, it is Hades. All right. No one likes a sore loser, Hades. Can it, Keyboy? Then let me. No one likes a sore loser, Hades. Yeah, sticks and stones.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And that would only work with text. It wouldn't work with
Exactly.
pronunciation. Hey, maybe you should go and check on that Hydra that you neglected to finish off. I hear things are really falling apart up there, champ. Wait! It's Ron, but I've got another little diversion to attend to. Uh-oh, there's a diversion upstairs that must be investigated.
Can we talk?
Yeah. Pegasus neighs, urging you to go to the Colosseum. That's my favorite. Sora, the Colosseum's in trouble. We'll do what we can. Just get over to the Colosseum.
What can you do, huh?
They actually do stuff to help you out in this fight.
Oh, really?
But,
well, I guess I'll eat my words.
All right, listen up. When facing a large enemy, locate an easy point to attack. I have only 2 things to say. Stay calm, watch your surroundings, and move. But before we go up there, we should go ahead and cut this episode, and we'll come back and fight the Hydra next time.
Oh boy.